I tell y'all, it is hot out here. Been a couple days since I vlogged. I just didn't feel like it. I'm just gonna keep it real. But we're at our consignee for our next load, Hazmat. We're delivering this load of nail polish remover, like a mile. Like it's literally just a mile from here. I had to park in the back of this parking lot. Just came back here to make sure my lock's still here. So back of this parking lot at this mom and pop. I didn't realize they changed it to like a 1-9 network, but mom and pop truck stop. They got a diner in there, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna starve myself all day so I can eat this diner. So I'm doing this walk around to make sure my placards are all still in place. So just saw that one. And my last one right here. Right? Yeah. All right. All my placards still in place. Means I transported this load legally. Doors are locked. So like literally no one in this parking lot. Yeah, that junk is dope. I got my hazmat paperwork in the windshield. I did not lock my door. I'm glad I came back and double checked. Hazmat paperwork in the windshield. And apparently can't multitask. Yeah, West Star Travel Plaza. We're about to go get some food because I'm starving. Man, my feelings have never been so hurt in my life. I'm talking about I found this truck stop. So I had a restaurant like this morning before I started my drive. Sorry, I scratched my nose. And they closed for the weekend. They closed on weekends. When I tell you my heart hurts, my heart and my soul, everything in me, I'm starving, y'all. So I had to get like some truck stop food, obviously. When I tell you, I am so disappointed. like my soul hurts right now. Now I gotta take the walk of shame all the way back to the truck. You know what I mean? And I'm starving. Starving. But whatever. So it's like 5:30 p.m. I guess. My load's not even due until 9 a.m. And I believe it's a drop-in hook. So I texted the agent to see if she'll respond. I told her I'll probably get here today, but we'll see. Which is really not that big of a deal because the only thing I got to do tomorrow is deliver this load. If it's alive, cool. If it's not, whatever. Then I got to head it up to Tennessee, like 103 miles, I think. And that load doesn't pick up till Monday at 2 p.m. So like I'm really taking it easy this week. Like I'm still making, you know, pretty good money for me anyway. But I'm taking it real easy and kind of just going at my own pace. Put this hazmat on my door now. So I'm gonna get in here. I got like, you know, a couple small stuff, like bag of chips and something, and I got like a chicken sandwich. But I'm really just gonna eat my cassava basically, for the most part, or eat. I'm gonna drink my cassava, my meal replacement stuff, for the most part, and that's it, man. I'm really about to just relax. The rest of this week is pretty straightforward. You know, I don't have to go that far. Basically picking up that load Tennessee, going back up to New York. That's hot. Going back up to New York, then New York, right back home. Like that's all I gotta do this week. So I'm just chilling. I'm chilling. So I'm about to get back here, watch some TV, kind of wind down from the day. It's not like I had a busy day today anyway. But yeah, because my day was kind of short. I only drove like 5 hours. I did 300 and...
You have 5 hours and 22 minutes of remaining drive time.
I drove 356 miles in not 5.5 hours. 5 hours, 522 from 11. 6 hours and some change. I don't know, we had a couple slowdowns. Anyway, regardless, I'm about to go relax and stuff, so I'll catch you guys tomorrow after I deliver this load, and hopefully it's a smooth delivery, but I guess we'll find out. Alright, y'all. It is the next morning. And we're empty. I woke up this morning. Shout out to Steven, by the way, because I could not sleep last night, so he kind of woke me up. But we're emptied out, delivered. So one thing I've learned about hazmat placard loads, once the hazmat is off the trailer, take out the placards. Apparently it's a ticketable offense and a fine for hauling a trailer with placards on it and there's no hazmat on it. So I'll take them off after every load. But we're empty. We got 153 miles to do to get to our next load out in Tennessee. Oh Lord, it's gonna be a pain to get to as well. And then we'll be done for the day. Actually, we'll be done for more than 24 hours actually. I think 25, 26 hours. Something like that. This thing is up there and I got dirt in my eye. But yeah, let me get these placards off. Trailer is empty. All good to go. So let's get down the road and then I'll see y'all when I get to a safe haven. Alright y'all, it is the next day. So I didn't feel like recording yesterday. I actually ended up getting here to this truck stop. I actually didn't even know it was here when I looked up truck stops around that shipper that I'm picking up at today now. It only showed Pilot down the street, and then I got up to the exit and the TA was here and it's got Papa John's and IHOP in it. I'm like, yes, we're actually gonna go there. So I got here, shut down, and you know, I took a nap, woke up, it was raid night, so I didn't record. But I actually brought in, I had to bring my tractor into the shop last night. So if if you saw the post from yesterday, so we're gonna find this air leak. So I can't hear an air leak, but my tire pressure monitoring system, or TPMS, that I got from Prime, it showed that one of my drive tires was losing air. So I put in air when I left home time last Monday. I put in 100 psi, and then by the time, I think it was Saturday, by the time my alarm started going off, and it dropped down to 89 psi. I'm like, I have a really slow leak, but I just don't know what it is. But I've been dealing with it for a while, so finally I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and bring it in. So I check in, it's like 6-hour wait, which is fine. I was shutting down for 25 hours anyway. So I was like, yeah, that's fine, just call me when you can. So they called, woke me up, they're like, hey, go ahead and bring it in the bay, we take a look at it. So they took that tire off, realized that I had a slow leak from my valve stem. So tightened it up, put it back together, aired it back up, checked the PSI, 100 PSI, $52 out the door, right? Right, so as you can see, I'm back in the shop. So this all happened last night. So this morning I wake up because my trailer is out of inspection. When I checked my Landstar online portal, it showed that my trailer was out of inspection. So I went ahead and was like, hey, is the is the Landstar inspector in? He's like, yeah, you can go ahead and bring your trailer in. So I come back in the shop, does my 120-day inspection, fixes my the top of my trailer door it was getting stuck, so I couldn't close it all the way. So he fixed that. By the time I went and took a shower and came back, he was already done. But he was like, hey, they need to talk to you up front because we kind of found something. And I'm like, what's the issue? So I come back inside and they're like, hey, we hear that you have an air leak in your drive tire. And I'm like, which drive tire? And so I came back out to the truck, put the key in the on position, tire pressure monitor system was going off, 85 psi on the same drive tire. And I'm like, I just got this drive tire serviced less than like 15 hours ago. I was just in here yesterday. And I showed them the invoice, and they're like, well, you have an issue somewhere. He's like, you said it was a valve stem. So they checked it again and found that my drive tire, it had a nail in it. And I guess, it was started off as, I guess, just a hole. It was a slow air leak, because since the valve stem was loose, it was kind of like alleviating the pressure somewhere else that wasn't just that tiny hole. But since he fixed it overnight, that hole actually ended up splitting my tire. So guess who had to buy a new drive tire today? But it is so much easier to get new tires here at Landstar than it was at Prime, by far. Like, El Cap just saved me like $180 on a tire just now, which was, no, I think it was more than that. I think it said $605 and I just paid $475, I think. $475, $478. Yeah, like 150, 200 bucks, somewhere around there. So, and it was a streamless process. I literally, well, I'll show you a breakdown. Like, I'll see how much time is on it. Yeah, I'll show you. I'll actually make a video about that in case any other BCOs don't know, because it was my first time using the LCAP program, and I just kind of like figured it out on my own. But that's just because I'm nosy. But I know there's some guys out there that don't see it. So later on this week, I'll put out a video on actually how to use the Landstar portal online, LCAP, area to buy yourself tires. Like, I literally did the whole process myself. I didn't have to call Road Assist, get approval, have TA talk to them, TA call back to Road Assist. I didn't do none of that. I literally logged in my portal, scheduled a payment for I was just going to pay for the tire out of pocket, but it only had the option to charge once to my settlement or multiple to my settlement. So, one-time settlement, discharge. They sent me an email. They were like, hey, call this number. Call the number. They picked up in like 2 minutes. I'm like, hey, here's my truck number. I just placed the order. Like, cool, here's your authorization number. Went inside, gave it to TA, boom, done. So they're literally putting the tire on right now. It's super. I think the whole process probably took me a total of about 4 to 5 minutes, and I thought that's like one of the biggest differences. And I got another video coming out when I get on home time too. The biggest noticeable differences between Prime and Landstar so far, that right there is now number one. Like, that was, well, number two. Like, that stupid easy process. So anyway, I gotta pick up this load at 2 o'clock. It's like 11:51 now. Luckily, I'm only 15 miles away. Not a big deal. But going back up to New York, yes, I know. I said I wasn't gonna go back, but I said to that customer, I really don't mind going to New York. So running this load to New York, it's like 13,000 pounds. Knock that out. My next load is taking me home, back down to Georgia, and that's 9,000 pounds. Like I said, I was not going to work hard. I wasn't going to work my truck hard. I've spaced out all my loads to where I have plenty of time for every single load and not have to kill my clock. So I've been out for 7 days now. I left the house last Monday. I still have 34 hours on my clock from last Monday, and I recapped tonight. So I recapped 2 hours tonight. So like, I've been taking it easy, and I like it that way. So yeah, that it kind of is what it is. I'm enjoying myself at Landstar. I'll break down everything so far. I don't know. I doubt I'm gonna do the money. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I might do a broad overview, but I'm not gonna do any money breakdowns. It's too much controversy, and I really don't feel like dealing with it. It just is what it is. But I might take a broader aspect of it. Like, I'll throw out some gross numbers or something, but I'm not gonna do any breakdowns, because yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap up this video because I'm about to get out of the shop. I got up, took a shower and everything, but I still need to eat. I need to take my vitamins and stuff like that. Go ahead and prepare myself to get on the road, because we'll be leaving here. I'm gonna at least do half the miles. I think the total miles on this trip, 798. So I might just do 400 miles and call it a day. I don't know yet, but we'll see how the day goes. Especially me starting so late, I know parking is gonna be a task. But if I drive my whole clock, then I'll end up shutting down around, let's assume 1 p.m. I'll be shutting down around 10 or 11, or 12, which is not any better than trying to stop at 8 or 9 p.m. So I don't know. We'll kind of play it by ear, kind of see how it goes. But I'm gonna wrap up this video. That way I can start the next vlog, because y'all know I do vlogs by trips. So like I always say, y'all, if y'all think y'all might as well do it logically, I'll catch y'all on the next one, and I hope y'all are being safe. Peace.